Do you know you hurt your own feelings by how you choose to believe about things? Let me show you how. My name's Ruth Duran. I'm a certified life coach. I help African and Indian immigrants create the life that they desired when they immigrated. Today I want to share with you the concept that I have used to really make a big difference in my life, and I use it with my clients all the time. And this concept is we hurt our own feelings. Our own feelings are because of how we choose to think about something. Nobody in this world can say or do something that can hurt our feelings until we agree or we believe what they said and did. And so, my friends, this is what happens. Somebody says something. What they said becomes a very neutral circumstance. They are not able to control how we think until, for example, we say, yeah, they're right. There's something wrong with me. And then we've hurt our feelings. Or they might say something and we might say, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. And then we hurt our own feelings. Or something like we go about our life and we try to create a result in our life and we don't get the result that we want. And then we make it mean, you see, I shouldn't have got that because I'm not good enough. Or you see, I shouldn't have got that, I'm not worthy. And then we hurt our own feelings. But everything that happened, it's just happening out in the world. It is how we choose to think that hurts our feelings. And so somebody can say something. Somebody can even intentionally try to hurt our feelings. But if we do not agree, we will not have our feelings hurt. And this, my friends, is where our power lies. This is where we can then show up very powerfully in our lives. And when we're able to really understand that nobody can hurt our feelings until we have a thought about it, we can then use it in so many other areas of our lives. We can then decide how we want to show up in the world, how we want to think, how we want to feel, and what we want to do or not do. But see, my friends, I'm not saying that so-and-so should not say things to us. We can choose that this person said something, and we can choose, yes, I'm a bad person. And we can choose to hurt our feelings, but it's owning that and knowing that we are choosing to agree with that person. We're choosing to believe that person. Gives us our power, because then we can take our responsibility and decide, how am I going to show up in the future? But if we are if we're blaming the other person for how we're feeling, and we're letting them take the responsibility for how we're feeling, it's so disempowering, because we have to then try to change that person if we want to feel differently. But my friends, how we think and feel is 100% our choice. It's up to us, and we can choose intentionally and deliberately what we want to think and feel. My friends, we are taught by society that other people cause our feelings, but that is not true. And so let me give you an example. So if other people cause our feelings, then somebody could say the same thing to two totally different people. And if that person has the power to control our feelings, that person says the same thing to two totally different people, but why do those two totally different people have two totally different reactions and feelings? How is that possible? Or if other people can control our feelings, somebody can say a mean thing to one person and that person doesn't care, and say another mean thing, the same mean thing to another person, and that person's feelings are hurt. How is that possible? Or if I tell you I love you very, very much, your thoughts about me will determine whether you believe me and feel the love because of the thought that you are thinking. And I can tell the exact same thing to two totally different people that I love them very, very much. And whether that person feels my love is based on how they choose to think and believe about what I said. And my friends, like I said, we're taught this. We're taught from a very young age. Did Johnny hurt your feelings? Don't hurt mommy's feelings. Don't say that because it hurts my feelings. But that is not true, because other people cannot hurt our feelings. And this in itself is one of the most empowering things I have used on my life, and also to help so many of my clients. Because once we understand that is because of a thought that's making us feel hurt, we can then choose what we want to think and believe about things. What do we want to believe about what the other person is saying? What do we want to think about what the other person is saying? How do we want to feel about what the other person is saying? How do you want to show up with the other person, or even period, just with the other person? My friends, being able to do this gives you so much of your power back. And if you can do it in one relationship, you can do it in so many relationships. Even if you can do it with yourself and go, my feelings are hurt. What did I say to myself? What are the thoughts that I'm thinking about myself? And like in the example that I shared, my old thought process was, if I didn't get the result that I wanted, my thought was, see, I told you it's because you're not good enough. See, I told you people like you don't get things like that. See, I told you you're not worthy. See, I told you you shouldn't have done that. And then I would feel so hurt, and I wouldn't take any actions, let alone trying to go for the goal that I wanted. And so realizing that nobody can hurt my feelings. Nobody can make me feel any negative feeling until I have a thought about it. And what am I choosing to think and feel about myself? How am I choosing to talk to myself? What am I choosing to believe gives me all my power for me to be able to then interrupt that thought process and choose on purpose what I want to think. So for example, if I didn't get the result that I want, my old default brain would go, you're not good enough. But that's not true. No human is not good enough. No human is not worthy. It's just then, okay, if I'm worthy and I didn't get the result that I want, what did I think, feel, or did to create that result that I didn't want, which gives me all my power back and has me show up very differently. Like I said, this is a concept I work with my clients on all the time. It empowers them how they want to show up. It shows them where they are hurting their own feelings and gives them the power to choose how they want to think about themselves, how they want to talk to themselves, what they want to really do about something that happened. And like I said, it doesn't mean that we just get to always say, well, we have to be happy all the time. No, there's some times you do want to be sad. There's some times you do want to be hurt. But owning that and knowing why you are choosing that, knowing that it's your thoughts that are making you do that, then has you really showing up as powerfully as you can. If you think that people can hurt your feelings and you would love to create very different results in your life, send me a private message. Let's schedule a consultation session where we can dive deeper and understand what are the thoughts that you're having, what are the stories that you're believing that are hurting your feelings, so that you can create ownership and empowerment from it, so that you can choose intentionally what you want to think and believe about you. So thank you so much, my friends. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.